Hello, my name is Rupert Legnott, and I am the founder of Burnout Game Ventures, where we accelerate game startups from zero to ROI in 6 months or less. Our investors, large advisor and talent pools, and many industry insiders believe that our proprietary processes have cracked the code in fixing our industry's most profound economic and product pipeline inequities. For example, 3% of publishers generate 94% of the revenues, and 85% of these publishers' games are sequels. But we know from games like Minecraft, Candy Crush, Angry Birds, and such, that the 3 billion gamers of the world crave original content. Fortunately, 80% of game developers out there are independent or indie and offer an inexhaustible supply. The problem is that they just have a 5% success rate. Why? Because they don't know how to make a business out of their product idea. They focus on making games they want to sell, not what gamers want to buy, and they don't plan, so their scope, schedule, and marketing go out the window. And even if they make great games, who's going to know? Sound familiar? Our process-based innovation is that we teach them what nobody else does, how to actually think like entrepreneurs and project managers, and how to develop and utilize better tools. This includes how to make games better, faster, cheaper, and do it consistently. Throw in our massive developer and mentor pools, as well as testing and marketing muscle, and we can increase their success rates by a significant margin. This all takes place in a massive market. 3.1 billion gamers generate nearly $180 billion, which has been growing at an average of nearly 10% a year for the past 20 years. 6% of this, or 10.5 billion, is indie, of which our goal is to achieve 10% in 10 years. Our competition includes a number of new organizations, most of which have adopted at least one element of our model. However, since they're all following the typical publisher model, hoping for that 3% chance of home run, they're not focused on helping startups become sustainable. They pay entrepreneurs to be entrepreneurs instead of encouraging entrepreneurial behavior and wonder why they fail. So they tend to focus on one-hit wonders, which are very high risk, whereas our Moneyball model generates a consistent source of small indie game-based hits with home runs providing even more bank, which offers a much higher probability of success. The way we make money is by publishing our client partners' games and receiving a 50% of the net revenues. Our goal is to get to 60,000 customers per year to install each game or app on each platform at just under $8 lifetime value per unit. 68% of this is deposited into our bank account. The 50% to the developers, especially with a hot game, can make them rich all quite quickly. And we automatically set aside 7% for our investors. Doing just 58 products in the next 5 years will generate over $6 million in ROI, not including profits. These will average over 64% gross and 21% net, bringing $138 million to Central Florida or any place we should hang our hat. We intend to create at least 30 high-tech, high-growth companies with an average salary of over $100,000 a year. These 500 to 1,000 people will be paying taxes, sending kids to school, supporting local businesses, and donating to their favorite charities at will. We call it economic development through game development, the pinnacle of social impact. We know that we can achieve this because our team has many decades of successful entrepreneurial and or gaming experience with multiple exits. I have several and was recently voted a 50 over 50 by the global game industry. We also have over 700 developers in our talent pool ready to make great games for a share of the revenues. While the median indie game takes 2 to 4 years to develop at a cost of nearly $750,000, while only generating less than 22,000 installs in its lifetime, our games average a 6-month dev cycle at a fraction of that cost while generating more than 100,000 installs. We've also received many accolades, the last of which was being named the Entertainment Innovator of the Year 2022 at the recent Synapse Summit. Our ask at this time is for $750,000 in the form of either convertible note or safe or equity. We'll utilize this funding to bring on key personnel full-time, further develop our revenue streams, build our brand, release more products, pay off debt, and get an office co-working space, which is already lined up. We expect to be profitable by year 3 with our other revenue streams generating additional income. We have raised nearly $600,000 to date, with 40% of our investors having reinvested. My name is Rupert Magnat, and we would love for you to come along for the ride.